the car went over top of him. It was a taxi. That is morbid. God, that was deep. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today you're joining me in my living room. I thought it'd be a little bit interesting to do different parts of my house rather than just the same place for filming all the time. So today I'm doing a get to know me video. I've just written down some questions that I thought you might like to know, and a few of them have been sent in through my Instagram as well. So hopefully by the end of this, you'll feel like you know me. If you have any more questions, please let me know in the comments and I'll be happy to answer them. So number one is my full name. My full name is Aimee Lorraine Plunkett. And yes, I have always been made fun of for my last name. I don't really much like it, but I'm kind of used to it now. Lorraine is my mom's name, so that's why it's my middle name. Number two is where was I born? I was actually born in Germany. My dad's in the RAF, so even though they're from Yorkshire originally, both of them, my dad's in the RAF, so I was born in Germany, and then we moved to Scotland when I was 2. So apart from Germany, I've never lived not in Scotland. Number three, my age. How old am I? 24? Oh my god, am I 23 or 24? I can't remember. How old am I? I think I'm 23. Yeah, it was Stephen's birthday and he was 24 on his birthday, so I'm 23. I'm 23. 24 my next birthday, which is in December. So number four, my job. I have my own business, Wellies and Wags. I'll maybe tag them down below their Instagram, or my Instagram, whatever. So yeah, I own my own dog walking and pet sitting business, and I absolutely love it. I've been doing it for 4 years now, just over 4 years. Obviously at the moment with the pandemic, everything like that's completely slowed down, but yeah, we're still thriving. I have a few girls working for me that are walking and they're all really, really good. So yeah, I'm really happy with what I'm doing just now. Number five, do I have any pets? Yes, I have. So I have at my mum and dad's, I've got Valentine and Solstice, which are 2 cats. Solstice was actually found on in the middle of the road, and he was like run over, but not like properly run over, like the car went over top of him. It was a taxi. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning or something like that. It was late. In fact, actually no, I'm pretty sure it was at midnight or something, because the reason he's called Solstice is because he was found directly at midnight on the summer solstice. So yeah, he was like 4 weeks old or something like that, and the Cats Protection came out and said that he was probably feral or something like that, but he was on the road, so yeah, my dad rescued him. So I also have some ferrets at my mum and dad's. I've had ferrets ever since I was like maybe 8. I think they're great pets. A lot of people don't like them, but they are really playful, and they're almost like a cross between a dog and a rabbit, I guess. They're just like super playful and cuddly, and they do smell a little bit, yeah. So I also had my girl Bonnie. She was a Collie Cross Spaniel, and she lived until she was about nearly 17 years old. Unfortunately, she passed just at the end of last year, but yeah, I would still count her as my pet. So number 6 is, did I go to college or university? I went to college and did animal care down near Edinburgh at a college called Oakridge College. And I loved it. Number 7, do I have any tattoos or piercings? I actually have Bonnie's paw print tattooed on my thigh. It's actually her actual paw print. That was fun getting that one. Yeah, I had my ears pierced when I was, oh god no, I was like really, really young. And then I had them pierced again, and now they're completely sealed up again. I was actually planning on getting them done again, but obviously the pandemic came and now I'm not going to be able to do it, but I think I will get them pierced again. I think I will do 2 piercings in this year. So number 8 is my favourite TV show. My favourite TV show at the moment would be like Friday Night Dinner or Keeping Up with the Kardashians, which is also just a standard favourite. I just love that show. I love like any sort of reality TV. Yeah, at the moment Friday Night Dinner is my favourite TV show. Number 9 is, do I have a partner? And yes, me and Stephen live together. We've been together for like 6 years this year, I think, and we met when I worked at a local factory, so yeah. Number 10 is what is my favourite restaurant? I think my favourite restaurant is actually Frankie and Benny's. I do have a few obviously that I really like to go to, but that is like mine and Stephen's ultimate favourite one that I just love the food there. But now I'm trying to go vegetarian as best that I can. I'm not fully there, but yeah, I don't know what I would order when I go there next, but sweet potato fries are still a favourite from there. Number 11 is what is my favourite cocktail? Always pornstar martini. That is always what I order. Number 12 is what has been my favourite holiday? I honestly don't know about this question. I have been lucky enough to go to so many places. I only went on a couple of family holidays as a child. Definitely the Falkland Islands was my favourite holiday. We went there because my dad was in the RAF, so we flew over there. We met loads of penguins, and it was just a holiday of a lifetime. It was amazing. But my favourite holiday as an adult, I think it's got to be Vegas. Vegas is just, I can't explain it. I think everybody should go there in a lifetime because it's just so different to anything you'll ever like go to. But yeah, I really enjoyed Vegas. Number 13 is where is the first place I'm gonna go after lockdown? Honestly, I don't really know. I think maybe out to a cafe or something like that. I'm just really missing getting dressed up and going out for lunch with some friends. So yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do first thing. But I think my friends are gonna be planning. I think definitely we're gonna be planning a holiday, a little girl's holiday for next year probably. Number 14, do I have any fears or phobias? I really don't want to say this because even the words makes me like, oh. But also I hope nobody like sends me pictures of it or anything like that because I will freak out. It's actually a cluster of holes. That is my proper phobia, and I didn't realise it was a phobia until maybe 4 years ago, but I used to have dreams about it all the time. I'm not going to go into detail, but like it was just like weird dreams. And yeah, and then somebody posted in a girl group about fears and phobias, and I was just looking through the comments, and then somebody put a picture up of it, and then I literally couldn't sleep for 2 nights. Like it was really bad. But I can't look at it now, otherwise like it's horrible. Number 15 is am I an introvert or am I an extrovert? I would say I'm definitely an introvert. Like I like being in my own company. Like I found the lockdown really easy because I just like being at home by myself. I have lots of friends and I love spending time with them, of course, but yeah, I'm definitely like in a group environment, I'm definitely an introvert as well. I would say though, I'm probably the loud one out of like my close friend group. Like I'm the funny one. I think I am, they don't think I am. Number 16 is what's my favourite food? Like takeaway wise, it would definitely be Indian. I usually order, like I'm just happy with a peshwari naan and korma sauce, like that's me, I'm happy with that. Like if I'm going on a night out, that is my food that I want afterwards, definitely. Number 17, am I an optimist or am I a pessimist? If that's how you say it. I'm definitely an optimist. I'm definitely a glass half full kind of girl. Stephen's definitely, I think, a pessimist. Like he looks at the negatives in situations and I'm like, oh my god, like I just look at the positives. Like I just can't not look at the positives. I always try and look at the best things in that situation. And I'm just like totally don't see the point in worrying about something you can't control. So I'm quite easy-ozy with that sort of thing. I'll just like, what will be will be, and I just kind of just leave it at that. Number 18 is an interesting question. It is, which of your parents are you most like? I'd say I have a little bit of both. So I don't know if mum and dad are going to be watching this video, but I definitely take my temper and my easily stressed temperament from my dad. Like me and him both get stressed really easily. So yeah, I definitely take that from him. And his bad jokes, definitely. I'm definitely, even though I'm a girl, like I have the worst dad jokes in the world. Like I'm always saying them to Stephen and I think I'm really funny. So I think I definitely get my sense of humour from my dad. From my mum, it sounds bad, but like pushoverness. My mum's a total pushover. Like she's so kind and she never really says anything bad about anyone. She'll do anything for anybody. And I think she's too kind and she never really sticks up for herself. I'm glad I've kind of seen her be like that, and I definitely was going down that path, but I think definitely now I'm much more confident. If I don't know you, I probably wouldn't say anything, but I'm more likely to kind of stick up for myself a little bit, not very much, but a little bit. So number 19, are your grandparents still married? Yeah, so my dad's mum and dad, they're still married. They live down in Yorkshire obviously as well. My mum's mum and dad, so my mum's mum's still alive, and my mum's dad unfortunately died in 2009. So number 20 is, what is your biggest accomplishment? I think my biggest accomplishment probably is having my own business. I started my business at like 19, so I think it was a big deal, but I literally, like I say, I'm like an optimistic person, so I'll just do things and just like take it day by day. I don't worry about things and think, oh my god, like what if this happened, what if that happens. I just kind of did it and started it, and then I was like, oh my god, this is a business now. Like, I don't know. People always say, oh my god, that's amazing, you've done that. I was like, is it? Like, I don't know. Number 21 is, what has required the most courage in your life so far? So I think definitely the most courage, like I say, like literally most things in life I don't really worry about, but this was definitely the hardest thing I've ever had to do, and it was when Bonnie was put to sleep. I like stayed with her, I was right by her side, and I didn't cry, I didn't like feel like stressed or anything like that. I could stay calm until like obviously she was gone, because I didn't want her to didn't want her to feel stressed. Like I wanted her to be as happy as possible. So yeah, I think that's what I've needed the most courage for, definitely. And I realise I'm actually a really quite strong person when it comes to things like that. There's been a few times in my life where I've had to deal with them horrible sort of situations, and I've dealt with them really, really well, and I've stayed strong at the time in front of other people. I've obviously cried, obviously, but stayed strong. So yeah, I've actually learned that I'm quite a strong person, whereas I didn't think I probably was. God, that was deep. So number 22 is, do you drive, and how many times did it take you to pass? So yes, I do drive. I've got my van outside. Hopefully I'll get like a normal car as a runabout in the next few years, but right now I'm just focusing on saving to buy a house. But yeah, I passed my test first time, and I did my theory test first time as well. So something I would definitely recommend. So I actually only had like 4 lessons before I passed my test. To be fair, like I've always been like a really confident driver. I've driven when I was younger on like private roads and stuff. So yeah, I was never really nervous going into it. I was excited to start driving. And I just saved up and I bought my first car, which was a little Clio Cookie. My dad's actually still got her, so I had her for 4 years. And I bought her, and my dad taught me to drive in that, and by the time I actually had my lessons, I was so confident driving. So basically what happened was I had 1 lesson, and he was like, okay, just go away and do your theory test, and once you've done your theory test, you come back and we'll do some lessons and you can do your test. So yeah, I did my theory test and I passed, but I was so close to not passing, because funny story is, we live about 20 miles, well we used to live about 20 miles from Elgin, and I actually forgot, because I literally lose everything, I forget everything, I'm so unorganised, but I left the paper part of the theory test, which I don't think you need now, paper part of your licence or something like that I think it is, and I left that at home. So we drove like 20 miles to get to the theory centre, and yeah, I left it at home, so my dad had to, I think you get like an hour slot or something like that, so my dad had to, we like drove home really fast, and then came back just in time. I had like 15 minutes to do it. So I think like the stress and the adrenaline just like because I was really worried about it, I was nervous about it, because I revised a little bit but I hadn't revised that much, so I think the stress about the whole situation actually helped me pass. Number 23 is, what is your favourite candle scent? Which is a strange question, but yeah, that's one that's been sent in for one of my followers. So I don't know if you can see it behind me, but it is the Yankee Candle Cherry Blossom. It is my all-time favourite candle scent. Yeah, I've actually been into the Yankee Candle store before and smelled loads of the candles, and like I didn't even like any of them. That is literally the only one that I love. Number 24 is, what was your favourite TV show as a child? I loved like Clifford the Big Red Dog. Honestly, anything with animals in it, I am in. I love it. I can't think of anything else now. Used to love Tracy Beaker, obviously. The Queen's Nose. Those were a few of my favourites. Number 25 is, do you avoid confrontation or face it head on? I don't know if I've ever had a confrontation in my life. Like, I definitely avoid it. 100% avoid it. I hate any sort of confrontation. I'm not very good at arguing. If someone says something to me, I'm like, I'll just like shut up. Like, sometimes it depends who it is. Obviously with Stephen I argue. I'm very good at arguing with that way, but yeah, it depends who the person is. I'll maybe put my opinion in a little bit, but if they push it down, then I don't fight back with it. I just kind of let it go. Yeah, it's definitely probably better to just confront things and let it out there and then, instead of keeping it in here, because that's definitely not very good for you. I think that's it. 25 questions. Yeah, I think that's it. Somebody actually did ask me, sorry I didn't write that one down, was what got me into starting YouTube. I don't really know. I just, like I said earlier, like I literally just start things and then I'll just take it from there. Like I have wanted to do YouTube for ages, but the thing that put me off YouTube was like the editing and things like that. And honestly, it's quite easy. Obviously, I'm not the best. Don't get me wrong, I'm definitely not the best, but I am learning every day, and I've really been enjoying doing these YouTube videos. So if you like them, please let me know in the comments, because it actually really makes me happy when people say that my videos are good, because I know they're not perfect. I know they're not. But yeah, that really makes me happy. So yeah, if anybody has any other questions that you want me to ask, message me on Instagram or comment them down below, and I'll maybe do another one of these Q&A videos in the near future. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, if you think you will enjoy my content. I do a lot of, well, I will be doing some makeup videos, some vlogs, bake with me. Yeah, so obviously after lockdown we might be getting some more exciting things to do, so I might be doing some more vlogging. I'll definitely be vlogging every time I go on holiday. So yeah, I hope you love this video. I hope you're having a great day, and yeah, I'll speak to you all soon. Bye lovelies. Oh my god, this top is so uncomfy. If you're new here, then I'm so happy to meet you. No, that is Gemma Miles.